A very good afternoon to you and welcome to the call. It's Super Rugby Men's Under-16s action coming to you live from Brumbies HQ in Canberra. The hosts, ACT Brumbies, looking to open their winning ledger in 2025. Had the bye last week, had a thumping loss to the Waratahs in round run, and they now welcome the Western Force here to their home patch. We're set for a cracking game between the ACT Brumbies and the Western Force. My name's Lockie Gray. I'm going to be bringing you the call live and exclusive on the Rugby.com.au platform and, of course, Stan Sports. It's a pleasure to have your company for what shapes to be an excellent round 3 clash. If you've tuned in to the broadcast between the Reds and the Waratahs, it's the Waratahs currently leading at halftime. They're up 40 points to 7. It has been a masterclass from the reigning premiers, but we're focused here in Canberra. No rain, beautiful temperature, but a strong western northwesterly to contend with here at ground level. So all eyes on the kickers this afternoon as both these teams look to get back into the winner's circle. It's been an excellent campaign of under-16 so far. The Western Force, of course, enjoying a round 1 win fresh off the bat against Victoria. That was played at home. Got the bonus point dub there. And we're just waiting to see the teams run out in what shapes to be an excellent clash. Just a small crowd starting to build here in the sunshine. Bit of a good community atmosphere building so far. A lot of friends, a lot of parents going to come down to watch these two in actions. And as we just mentioned before, what a start it's been from the Waratahs at Foreshore Rugby Park, putting on a clinic. The defending premiers up against the Reds. 40 points to 7 they lead as we draw our attention back to the Brumbies and the Force. Remember, you can tune in via Rugby.com.au's YouTube channel. You can also tune in live and on the Stan platform as we start to see a little bit of movement from the teams as they prepare to come out. Let's go through the hosts, Olivetti, Park and Filipovic, all very experienced up front. The Cooper, Captain Leslie, partnering Xavier Darcy, who gets back into the fold. Jack Maguire, Pat Hill and Bullock round out that back row. Harrington enters the side for the first time this season. He partners Tommy Connolly. Jesse Thorpe partners the experienced Lane Judd Brettingham, who's back for his second campaign. Caitlin Cross, Oliver Henderson and William Hall, a familiar backfield for the Brumbies. Those are your hosts. Here come your visitors. It's the Western Force chasing their second win. A big front row of Brain McKenzie and Metakingi Putamanu. Kyle and CO particularly impressive in round 1. Captain Kleinditas Assange with Ono, a strong character. Iliot gets his first crack. Krozek crack and Vaka in the halves. Tini Sawaya creates space for his centre partner Nahoudi. And of course, Mark O'Neill, the try scorer from round 1. Kawai Heke, the playmaking genius outside Tyrese Wainohu. There he is, the skipper for the Western Force, Barik Kleinditas Assange. What a weapon he is, playing out of Southern Lions. He can play all across the back row. What a unit for under-16s competition. He certainly leads from the front, does the big Force man. And just waiting on the referee say-so there, out in the middle. We're keeping an eye on the whistleblower, Toby Brandon Cooper. He's partnered by Riley Byrne and Ethan Gumbrill. Toby, our man in the middle, waiting to kick us off here at Brumbies HQ in the under-16s. It's the Western Force, running right to left on your screen, wearing black, trimmer yellow and blue against the Brumbies in predominantly white. We're off here in Canberra, and a strong take from the hosts, met by strong contact early. You're going to hear the cheers from the side already as the Brumbies look for an exit, but it's ricocheted off. And it will fall in their favour. Some early good fortune for the Brumbies here. Those who join the broadcast on Rugby.com.au and the Stan platforms. So here we are set for an early line-out challenge. As you can see now, the line-out has been swapped back around the Force's way. Just a bit of inconsistency early. We've got that one cleaned up. So it'll be Jamie McKenzie to throw. And it's a sharp one down to CO, who's a strong operator in the line out. And they break quickly. The hands somehow blowing backwards, but Ford says the referee. And we'll come back for that penalty early. Early ill discipline from the Brumbies. And the Force with a chance to get some prime field position early doors here at Brumbies HQ. Bit of a right foot banana there to get them down into the 22. You can see they're playing with a bit of advantage. Would have been exciting had that one gone through. We want to see more of Tini Sauaya playing out of Kalamunda in that 12 jersey. As this line-out's overthrown, the Force will have to wait, and the Brumbies get their opportunity to counterpunch through Olivetti, a veteran of the 2024 campaign, playing out of Marist is he. And the ball goes wider now. And the Ponies with a bit of advantage as they play off the ruck base. Skipping out to their right flank are the hosts, who now look to centre. House money to play with as they skirt outside their 22.
Number 3, high tackle.
Early penalty coming against Arara Meta Kingi Putemanu. The Brumbies will look to slow things down after a frantic opening 2 minutes here on their home patch. A connection there for the touch finder. So a first journey into Force territory. You can see what they're trying to do. Connolly just trying to find a little bit of space out wide. The Force were alive to that one. And we'll come back to play the line out, which is cleanly taken by the Brumbies. Pass just a little bit behind, but they'll centre again through their forward runners. And now off the ruck base is Harrington in his first outing, but a huge chop with Oscar Seo. The Thunder from Kalamunda makes a big hit early. And we'll pack down for scrum time.
Black forwards on that pilfer. Make sure that we don't have any
nice set base there. Jack McGuire out of Zanetti's flying high. And you can see what they were trying to do to catch that short side napping. Harrington really wanted it, but it's the shot out of the line. And Seo's got him plumb under the sternum.
Crouch!
Nice little win early there for the visitors.
Set!
Here's the Mandurah Pirate, Crozet Crack, busying himself at the back of that scrum, but the ball's bobbling backwards, and it's left with Nahoudi to clean up. Now the Force looking for some pay out wide, but the swarming Brumbies do very well to slow him down. Great ruck pressure there from the Ponies. The Force somehow keep it on their side. And Crozet Crack gets his way back to recover. Good chop tackle though, the Brumbies starting to fly up, make their presence felt. There's a good hit there from Patrick Hill, but now the Force with a chance to attack. Breaking down is Ono, looking for a wide runner. And further upfield goes Tyrese Wainohu. Now they're into Eremi territory. Here's Seo, driving further towards the Brumbies 10-metre line. They look short side. Good strength in contact again from Kalani Ono. Darting from the ruck base now. Crozet Crack. Needed support, eventually it got there. And Vaka goes into the role of halfback. They look to stretch this Brumbies defence now to the Force. Great pressure in that ruck, but it's bubbled back. And they'll look to explore this left edge. Here's Marco Nell, who's got plenty of pace, but he's well met by his opposite. A good chop tackle there in the end from William Hall, dragging his opponent down. The phasers keep building and the Force keep coming. They're knocking on the door of the 22. There's a good straightening run. Inches them towards red zone for Brumbies. An advantage paid again.
5, no roll.
That's a good strong passage there from the Western Force. Simple footy, just driving their way up. Really strong forward carries. Just starting to find a couple of outside shoulders early. As we check a blood bin here for Enzo Kyle.
I get it, Mark, we're happy though.
Just looks like a little bit of claret on Enzo Kyle as we see this replay. You know what they're going to try and do. Marco Nell scored a wonderful try down that same left edge in round 1 against the Victorians. Want to use those speedsters. They'll punch up the guts with the Kleindieters Assages, with the Seos, with the Onos, and then they'll look to explore those edges. So much speed there. With Heke, Wainohu, and Nell. Brumbies are going to have their hands full this afternoon, but they're up for it.
Too easy.
Round 2 by a thumping loss in round 1. They want to make a statement.
Number 5, not rolling away.
So we return to the live action. Kaiawa Heke drills it into the 22. Probably not the purchase he would have liked,
Mark's just here, boys, just here, okay?
but it's very clearly out. Kyle's back up and running for the Force.
Set now, please, Force.
Now a big moment, 5 minutes into this under-16s fixture here at Brumbies HQ. The front hitting a lovely little trick play.
Stay up, Brumbies.
2 mauls, it's transferred to the back, but can the Force cash in because the Brumbies have counterpunched well. Now a chance to attack. Vaka wants a wide runner, finds Heke, who dishes off, but it's been slapped down, and this one's going to have a double blow.
Same, 11 is a clear lineback opportunity on the far side. It's a yellow card.
Oh, he could have been the hero, could Caden cross, but instead the St Edmunds man
knockdown, line break opportunity.
gets shown a slice of singles. And the Brumbies are down to 14 men. Oh, what might have been there for Caden Cross. Hero turned villain in a matter of milliseconds. If he peels it in, he's racing 80 metres for the opening try, but instead doesn't go to hand, and didn't he know it? What a moment early doors. And McKenzie hits his man Kyle, and this maul's rolling forward. Breaking away quickly was Illot. Could have kept it tight, but there's space down the side, and Tyrese Wainohu dances down that right edge and scores the opener here in Canberra. Oh, the flying mullet strikes early. A hard man to miss. And he had acres of space down that right edge, as you can see here on the replay. Opportunity first created by the slap down from Caden Cross. Couldn't quite get it there. Presents the Force with this opportunity. And we thought the maul was rumbling so well. Illett might have broken off a bit too soon, but they did a fantastic job drawing in all the Brumbies forwards to the Western Force. And just a little goosey down the edge. Try time for Tyrese Wainohu out of Kalamunda. And the Force go up 5-0 early.
Yeah, if we can have the next line, maybe.
Chance now to add the extras. Heke from the far right side doesn't bring around enough, so the margin will remain 5-0 early doors. It's the Western Force leading the Brumbies here in Canberra. Just a little cheeky there from Wainohu. Tried to improve the position. As play resumes a nice high hanging kick. It was on the money there, but can't quite be controlled by the Brumbies. So an early reprieve there for the Force. Terrific hanging restart. Can't quite get reeled in. It's just about as on the money as you get. Flying high there was Patrick Hill. The Maris man.
Crouch!
Just loses his lollies there.
Bind! Set!
Brumbies scrummed well off the first, and they do so again off the second, but the Force managed to get it back, and it's Heke who puts it on the toe, gets picked up in that strong breeze that you can see going left to right on your screen. And now it's the Brumbies' turn.
Yeah. Let's go wide, please.
Just needed that angle to be a little lower to Kiowa Heke.
Thank you.
See what they're trying to do, pin the Brumbies back in their turf. Gets picked up, and now first real attacking opportunity for the hosts who hit the back. It's a great take there from skipper Cooper Leslie, and they look to their wide running centres. It's a good strong carry up the guts, gets them over the 10-metre line, plays and goes again. An excellent charge there from the Brumbies as they look to cash in. Good charge ahead there from Olivetti, who loses his scrum cap in that contact. But ball still with the Brumbies now. And Oliver Henderson goes into playmaker and finds Levi Park, who charges forward for a few more minutes.
I need on the ball.
Good chop there as the Force drive up. It's Illot and McKenzie in that tackle, and they're rewarded. The West Scarborough man over that one. A sea of blue and yellow in their helmets and the jerseys, and they're all over that for a ruck penalty of the visitors. Bit of enterprise, but more side to side than direct play from the Brumbies. And the pressure so far from the Western Force around the ruck has been excellent. As we tick towards the 10-minute mark here at round 3 for Super Rugby under-16s. It's the Force Fire leading the Brumbies yet to score. Great position there. Textbook. Up under the rib cage, 2 driving over. Jamie McKenzie all over that like a rash. As the Force attack again off the line-out platform. That ball bounces out of the midst of Ono. And now a chance to counter-punch for the Brumbies as Jesse Thorpe scrambles up towards halfway. A little chip kick from Connolly. Bounces kindly for the Brumbies, and now there's space if they can shake the tackle. William Hall almost obstructed by his own man there.
Nothing wrong with that, but with no advantage for a knock-on.
And a bit of spark. The hosts with some flair as they surge out of their own half. Thanks to a lovely chip and chase. The ball has sat up perfectly, cruels the covering Mark O'Neill. And Oliver Henderson's all over that one, managed to get the ball free too. Excellent rugby from both sides there. What can the Brumbies do off an attacking scrum? We haven't seen one yet. We know there's experience with Olivetti Park and Filipovic. Definitely their strength. All 3 of those starting front rowers backing up for the 2024 campaign.
Make sure you're straight, make sure you're stable. Good. I'm going to jump on your side. Reset. Crouch. Bind. Set. Double up one.
Harrington feeds and delivers. It's a cut early, an interesting play, and straightening up the guts is Thorpe. Surging forward into the 22. What a carry from the bustling centre. Can they recycle quickly? There's again that pressure from the Force. But playing the 9 is the call there. So they'll have a bit of house money to throw around. As the pony forwards pile in. Here's Leslie. Jammed in the tackle up top from Liam Brain. But now some big runners are lining up. And the march towards a try continues. They're yet to find one in 2025. They were kept scoreless by the Waratahs. Wouldn't the Canberra crowd love a try from the Brumbies 16s here as Henderson tries to skip out of the first tackle. He's well handled by Wainoho and co. Connolly finds Darcy. That Force wall's holding up pretty well at the moment.
12.
Still come back.
Off feet.
To the off the feet call there against Tini Sawaya.
Yeah.
The Ponies will plug that corner and see if they can generate something from the rolling maul.
There's 3 penalties advantage in that passage of play. 12 hands past the ball, off feet. 1 with a high tackle.
That straight run there from Jesse Thorpe.
Make sure it's better.
The Canberra Grammar product thundering his way forward. You'd be forgiven for thinking he was part of that 8 up front. Stocky ball carrier. We're all about the forwards now as Hill sets the maul.
Okay, use it once.
And it's a good platform for the Brumbies early. They're making metres as they peel to the left. They're within 6 metres now. It's ripped off the back.
It's been lost forward.
Just a little error. Oh, you thought the Brumbies were on the move, but it's the Force that forced the error.
Oh, goodness.
Strong work from the visitors on that replay. As Kyle goes down again, but excellent maul defence after what loomed a pretty dangerous situation generated by those Brumbies. See how quickly Patrick Hill's able to set and turn and try to swing to the right. The Force respond, so it's a great shift to go back left. Who's getting his mitts in there? Who else? Barik Kleindina's Assange all over it. Big plays there from the skipper and from Enzo Kyle.
Force on pressure. Forward. So that's going to be the end space.
So not long to go now for Caden Cross. after that yellow card for a intentional knockdown. In a scoring position, it led to the initial try.
Get ready.
Scored by his opposite, Tyrese Wainohu.
Yeah, great. Yeah,
It hasn't been too costly for the Brumbies. Largely been played up here in the Forces patch. And scrum time, that's where we're starting to see a little bit of pay for the ACT Brumbies. So what can they do here? 5 metres out. Can they disrupt this fourth set piece? Good initial contact, and they get their squeeze on. It's lovely work, but equally clean at the back from the Force to get that clear. Slowly putting that ball back. Our Force man, so we'll keep an eye on that. The clearance is solid. And Tini Sawaya slow to get up from that contact.
Yeah.
Might have just copped an errant shot in this carry. You can see, yeah, a bit of head on head from his opposite, Jesse Thorpe. Not sure if they'll get the assistants involved, but definitely some concerns from Tini Sawaya. Here we have it. This is the carry. You can see Thorpe just squared up. Can't get his head either side. Ends up being head on head between Jesse Thorpe and Tini Sawaya. Some concern now for the Force inside centre.
All three of us are happy with it, let's get it separated with this guy.
So it'll escape the notice of the referees this time. Tough without the video replay that we're privy to.
We got a substitution for number 12.
Just a little break in play as we farewell Tini Sawaya. Disappointed to have to leave the paddock after just 15 minutes with his side up 5-0 in round 3, but we return to live play as Harrington finds Connolly, who looks for his wide runner. This time it's Xavier Darcy, and we'll link back blindside. Nice hands from the tight 5 to put Connolly away, but he's well handled by the try scorer Wainohu. Straight on that ball, keen as a whistle was Enzo Kyle. The Brumbies reset now and recarry. They'll play with advantage too. So Harrington, what can he generate? A wider chance. Connolly wants it for his outside man. It's going backwards. They're losing ground. Will Bullock straightens the line and makes some good metres. Harrington spots the gap within the ruck base, but he's well chopped there by McKenzie. And a double blow now for the Force.
Sweet.
I think we'll have a chat here. That's about 4 penalties.
Number 6 not rolling. He's rolling. He's taking the ball. Sorry, not number 5. The other one. Oh, too many penalties. Next one will go down here.
There you have it. Very clear from our man in the middle, Toby Brandon Cooper. 2 mental penalties from the Western Force. But that's a costly error. That one hurts the Brumbies. Touch finder just misses its mark. Goes dead in goal.
It's not rolling.
And a pressure relieving moment for the Western Force. Oh, it's an absolute coach killer missing touch.
Crouch! Bind! Set! Bind up, feet up, stay still, doing well. Feet up, bind up. Yep. I'm going to jump on your side. Set. Height.
Just some attention on that far side as the Brumbies continue to apply pressure. The Force continue to escape and make good headway with those midfield carries. carry again. That force pack as they set the caterpillar. Look for an exit from Crozet Crack. And it's a good one too with a strong chase. Oh no, looking to wrap up the Brumbies backfield. The hosts somehow get back in numbers. Good hustle there from the Brumbies.
No, 6 out. Good.
As they look to wrestle back a little bit of control. Force line speed still flying up and making those early hits. It's Filipovic. It's driven across. Now in the midfield go the Brumbies. Just lacking that punch at the moment. Force winning the physical battle. So what can they generate through Thorpe, who's a hard man to handle. Klein as a Sarge all over him as well. Wobbling ball and the pressure is now on. Look at the Force swarm this one. Nahaudi all over it. And the visitors, after absorbing all that pressure in their 22, start to punch back and they go the tap move. Here's Heke off the left. Had numbers outside but carry, and now they're deep into the 22. What can the Force do here? Brain. He had the carry that sparked the counter. Tackle will be called okay as they look to the right. Sio with the soft hands. Big contact from Ono, who breaks the first, shakes the second. Why no? He wants a second try. But the stutter step doesn't fool anyone. Within 5 metres now of the Western Force. Crozet Crack wants Sio, who wants support. And the numbers and the pressure keeps building. That one relieves some. As Nahaudi straightens the attack again.
One high tackle.
What a turnaround. It was Nahaudi's chase and turnover that sparked it. And a couple of big carries from the centre have this visiting Force side hot on the attack.
Number 11, high tackle. Just in. Number 15.
Keep an eye out in midfield for that new man, the Western Force, Ole Flaherty. Playing out of Joondalup Brothers. Gets his opportunity after the earlier injury to Tini Sawaya.
Guys, marks on the clock. Yep.
What can the Force do with a bit of prime real estate?
Blue 1 and 3 subs. All done. Okay, eyes up, boys.
A few fresh faces out there for the Force and for the Brumbies. It's Jamie McKenzie. Finds Enzo Kyle, and this maul is on the money as well. Moving forward, but a good shit and hit from the Brumbies. At the ruck base after a little bobble. As the backs look to attack, they go midfield. Crozet Crack needs a new runner, finds one, and Ruben Bauer, who's just come onto the field. Again, the advantage. Sio across to Ono, who shakes the first, shakes the second. They're within 2 metres now, and Sio crashes over. The Kalamunda Thunder strikes again. A wonderful try from Oscar Sio, who created the opportunity down the left and then finishes it himself to put the Force up 10-0. Kick to come. Looked like the Brumbies might have spoiled that maul party, but it's a terrific reset and recycle. Lovely hands there from Sio to put Ono away. You thought he might have shaken out of that one and gone himself, but great eyes, great vision off the back of that ruck. And Oscar Sio strikes for the Western Force, his second of the season. Triple threat there is Oscar Sio. Hits hard in defence, carries strongly, but he's got an excellent passing game too. He showed it in the first round against Victoria with 2 try assists. Scored one himself, and now he's got his fingerprints all over this round 3 fixture. Naowa Heke, a slightly improved position from the first one, and he drops it over the black dot. What a hit that is from out wide. The right footer from the right edge nails 2 points extra. The Force are allowed 12 points to nil. Great hustle off the ruck base there, wasn't it? You can see how much it means to them after absorbing all that pressure early, and they lead 12-0. It's Waino who can't quite control that restart. The Brumbies get a chance to counterpunch early. Restarts coming out of Oliver Henderson have been excellent so far. High hanging kick, gets up under and lets the wind take it. Still blowing strongly here at Brumbies HQ as we tick past the 22-minute mark. Favouring the Brumbies so far. We've seen a few kicks from the Force just get caught up and dragged in that wind. The Brumbies yet to be able to cash in. Back to their full contingent though. Caden Cross has been back for a little while and he's looking to make his mark. As Connolly gets Cross involved, and now there's some space for Henderson, who's full of running, draws, passes, and William Hall opens the Brumbies account for 2025. What a hit back, what a time to do it. Their first try of the campaign, and he gets a big cheer from the home crowd. You can hear it there. Plenty of love for William Hall out of St Edmunds, who dots it down, but it's great shape. Set up by two lovely short passes, and then the draw from Ollie Henderson. All he had to do was dot it down, William Hall. Dot it down he does, and the Brumbies are on the scoreboard. Plenty of good combinations in this Brumbies backline. Caden Cross and William Hall, the two wingers, both playing out of St Edmunds. So put that one down to the strong centering carry from Jesse Thorpe. Unlocks that back line full of running. And Ollie Henderson nails his draw and pass and looks to nail his conversion. It's a fine shot on a sharp angle. And the man who creates the try adds two more to the total. Lovely work there from the Brumbies fullback. A try assist to conversion, and all of a sudden the game's found a pulse. You can hear what that's done for the faithful here at Brumbies HQ. Very quiet opening 20 minutes, but they're finding their voice as their team find the restart. It's a good, strong contact there in the 22, but the Brumbies fight their way out of it, and Harrington goes digging. Looking for a strong runner, and a strong runner indeed they find in Maka Muchenagumbo. The Canberra Royals product, plenty to like about him. Ball bobbles, looks like it's gone forward. And now a chance to counterpunch for the Force. They've just conceded. Can they restore that buffer? CO with the short pass. Ilon wants Marco Nell to find some space. Find it he does. They're within 12 now. Other Western Forces. McKenzie straightens the line of attack. He's well supported, and it's well recycled. A wide pass on the unders line. Clinditas Assange shakes off the first would-be tackler. As now Vaka wants to play with house money out wide. Kalani Ondo finds Waino. Can he find the chalk again? He's powering his way towards it. There's bodies everywhere. It looks like he's a metre short. As Crojek Crack goes digging. Clinditas Assange. They've got numbers out left if they can get there. Throws the dummy. They've got to use that width. Use it, they do. It's Enzo Kyle.
And number 6.
Try time for the Force. And a yellow card rubs salt into the wound. A big play there from the Western Force. Enzo Kyle scores a try. And it looks like Jack Maguire has been handed a slice of cheddar as well. Here's the replay. You can see how many numbers the Force had lined up to that left-hand side. It was only a matter of time. Any 3 or 4 of them out there could have scored with just a straightening left foot. And in the end, it's Enzo Kyle with his jersey covered in claret, calling for his side to lift the Eno. It's the Mandurah Pirate. He's been busy. He's been in everything in this opening half. Winning lineouts, creating opportunities, big hits in defence. Now he scores his side's 3rd try. Iowa Heke. favourable angle, a favourable curl, and a favourable result. The Force 19 lead the Brumbies 7. As we tick towards the half-hour mark. Fresh from the visitors' third try here at Brumbies HQ. Great wide part there from Crozet Crack. Found his club mate in Kyle. 7 more points for his side. Again, the restarts working in the Brumbies' favour though. Force have not been able to hold their lollies there. So the Brumbies will counter-punch it. Henderson, whenever he gets involved, there are opportunities. It's a good, strong tackle there from Narrowwood. He takes down the Brumbies. They'll play with advantage though. Here comes Thorpe, one of the Brumbies' best so far. Always in the thick of things. And they've earned a penalty. Henderson again can't find his target from a penalty touch finder. That's twice now for the Brumbies fullback. He's been so good in other facets of the game. What a proper coach killer again. 2 golden opportunities for ACT have gone begging. As we wait a few more minutes for Jack Maguire to return to the field. Conceded the Brumbies' second yellow card during the passage leading up to Enzo Kyle's try. So the Brumbies now down a man, not playing the blindside flank. And they've been punished as the Force go quickly. They want to play with width, and width they find. Heke leans back on the right boot. Does he find a bit of turf? He sure does. He sure does. It's not quite a 50-22 though. Shakes his head. He would have loved
We're not in the 22.
an extra metre or 2 on that one. But the Force are playing where they want to play. Deep up in the Brumbies territory. You are undermanned and under the pump at set piece.
Ruck discipline, please. Ruck discipline, come on.
4-man shape. It's a bit clumsy, but it works for the Brumbies as the Force charge up, but it's a good, strong carry in the midfield from Ezra Taiatini.
Inside.
And Henderson leans back on the big lever and pumps them back down into their defensive half. Will the Force run it straight back out? Looking for the touch finder. It's a funny old grubber, a bit of a worm burner. And it comes off for the Force. Exit shays off the edge. Lane Judd Breddingham's boot. Didn't have much option there to the Maris product. But don't cut out his experience in that back line. Judd Breddingham played in 2024 as well. Be looking to starch up this back line. As we return to play off the line-out base, and Kalani, oh no! How'd he get through there? It's a huge run, and Illot looks to convert this field position. Slowing down play there for the Brumbies, so they will play with advantage. And impossibly, Kalani Ono's surging run has set up his captain, who can't quite ground it, but they'll come back. Still in disbelief, as Kalani Ono seemed to have spiders on him, the way Brumbies fell off him. A huge run there from the Western Force anchor man. Once again, the Western Force knocking on the Brumbies' door, now looking for their 4th and bonus point try. Already there for going off feet and playing the 9. Brumbies will have to be careful with their discipline. They've already conceded 2 yellow cards. I don't want to get the whistleblower offside even further as we return to live play. And Kyle calls the maul. It's strong. It's rumbling forward, and so is Mackenzie. A fourth try for the Western Force, and a popular one for the West Scarborough faithful as Jamie Mackenzie dots down. How about that from the Western Force? They've already racked up a bonus point in the first half here at Brumbies HQ as we see the run that set it all up. Shakes 3 tacklers, just Kalani Ono. He thought Lockie Hillett might have got there himself, but it gave them the field position, gave them the penalty platform, and that maul is so well set. Tick, tick, tick from the coaches on the side as Jamie Mackenzie keeps low and scoots over for try number 4. It's the visitors in complete control. If you've just joined us for round 3 of the Super Rugby Under 16s, it's the Force 24 leading the Brumbies 7. Hecka can't have the extras before half-time, so that's how we'll go into the sheds. A 3-try buffer in Canberra, and it's going the visitors' way. We'll be back shortly.
Let's ride.
Get where we pray, we champion made, ain't nothing I changed. The streets that we build, they go off the race. Nobody will hate on the road that I play. When everything's settled, let's see who remains from.
Yes, we're back here, coming to you live from Brumbies HQ in Canberra for round 3 of the Super Rugby Men's Under 16s tournament. What an opening half it's been here from both sides, but the visitors, 4 tries early doors. Here's the first one. An early score down the right edge from winger Tyrese Wainohu. A little goosey to try and improve the position. But the Brumbies, well, they were full of running too, and a bit of well-placed kicking. Ollie Henderson's had his fingerprints all over this first half in both good and bad patches. Full of enterprise, but they couldn't quite convert in those opening 15 minutes. So it was the Western Force instead who absorbed the pressure, counter-punched upfield and scored through Oscar Seo to double their advantage. How's this for a set-piece play though? Get a load of this. Wonderful width. Started and finished by Ollie Henderson, who gets the wide ball, draws and passes, and gives it to William Hall. Diving finish for the Brumbies. First try of the 2025 season. The joy, however, was short-lived. That hit there copped a yellow. It was Jack Maguire who saw cheese, and Enzo Kyle who found the Force's 3rd try. And if you just missed it before, on the stroke of half-time, the visitors bagged try number 4. Hooker Jamie Mackenzie bustling his way over from the ball base. And that's all she wrote for the opening half. So at Oranges, it is the Western Force 24 leading the Brumbies 7. Mackenzie, Kyle, Seo and Wainohu against tries to Hall. Heke with 2 conversions. Henderson converting the Brumbies' only opportunity, and a mountain to climb for the hosts in the upcoming second half. Stay with us. We'll be back very shortly on Rugby.com.au and the Stan Sport platform. We're back live on the call from Brumbies HQ in Canberra. Round 3 of Super Rugby Men's Under 16s. It is the Western Force 24 leading the Brumbies 7. And that man, the skipper, Barik Klein-Assange, has been full of running for the Western Force. He's got his team in an excellent position to find their second win of the season. Not long to go now before we see Toby get us underway. Toby Brandon Cooper blows his whistle and we're off as the Western Force take a deep restart from the Brumbies just outside their own 22. As they have done so for much of this game already. They will back their forwards, they will back their running. Proving the angle is that carry. This Crozet crack exits upfield. The bounce is kind for Henderson. Will look to straighten things up. As we open the second half here with a little bit of leg tennis. Connolly's kick is an absolute worm burner though, and a chance now for Wainahu to punish the error. Rumbling forward of the Force, they need a halfback. They find a rather large one there in Oscar Sio. And a new face on for the Force.
Good listen, 18.
Ela Vodovodo. We got them in a good position. The ball's bobbled backwards. They need to find someone to straighten the attack. That's something RLF Flaherty can certainly do. And now a chance for Heke to counterpunch down the left. Mark O'Neill knows his way to the try line. He doesn't get there this time. As the recycle continues, Lockie Illot driving forward again. He's been a busy man as the Force fetcher. And Heke with soft hands. And Nell can't control that one. Just blows through a little bit too far for the Western Force, but plenty of enterprise early in the second half here from Canberra. You can see what they're trying to do. Heke with a few soft hands. Just some friendly advice maybe from his opposite number, Ollie Henderson.
Let's go.
Suggestions on how and where to pass. But the Brumbies now need to escape a second time. They've shut down the first raid, now they need to exit.
No, you caught 7.
As they look to the back, it's a strong take. Good set piece platform now. The carry from Ezra Taiatine has been excellent when he's had the opportunity. A rushed box kick, it's gone very wide. It may have come off a hand too, but either way, it means we've got an attacking line out 5 metres out, the Force in complete control early doors of this half.
Thank you. Right, keep focusing, just win under pressure.
So what can the visitors produce? 5 metres out, looking for their 5th try of the afternoon.
No contest.
No contest, so they'll play on with that. Enzo Kyle has been the primary target. He is so again. And the maul, what a weapon it is for the Western Force as they inch ever closer to the try line and they dot it down. Number 5, it's scored by Elliot Brown. And the Force extend their lead even further. Fresh on the field is Elliot. No, my mistake rather. Harry Jenkins, my apologies. Out of Scots College. It's try time for the Western Force. There you have it. My apologies to the Scots College faithful. A popular try back in the West and a really simple build. The Force getting so much pay out of that line out and maul platform.
That's 20 seconds now.
The conversion attempt not quite finding its mark. So the margin will remain 22 points. It's the Force completely in control of this one here at Brumbies HQ. 29 leads 7. Play resumes here in Canberra. A topsy-turvy restart. And Kyle looks for his skipper, who's well handled there in the ACT tackle. There was a good shot laid on there from Xavier Darcy. Crozet cracks box kick. Doesn't quite get the result. We're going to come back for something picked up by referee Toby Brandon Cooper. There you go. Just a little mix up there. The Force get out of jail on that occasion. Too many players on the field for the Brumbies. Little clerical error there from the side. And now the fresh try scorer, Harry Jenkins. A chance to throw his side even further out of trouble. Finds CO, who finds his halfback. In good shape early as the cuts are thrown from the Force as they look to rip apart this Brumbies defence. Hecke back on the unders line. And the box kick employed once again, but it's gone straight down the throat of the Brumbies with a chance to counterpunch. Have a look at this break from Caden Cross. He's going to leave them for dead. He steps twice. He breaks the first tackle. Excellent support there from Levi Park, and out of nothing, the Brumbies are knocking on the door. Oh, they might be in trouble for this one here, the Western Force, in a try-scoring position. Kiowa Heke possibly lucky to escape a yellow card for infringing under immense pressure on his own goal line. Well, what a turnaround. It's been picked off beautifully by Caden Cross, who hasn't had many opportunities. Copped the early yellow card, but this is absolutely electric. Leaves his opposite for dead, skips past a second covering tackler. Thought he was going to pin the ears back. He ends up being well covered by Vaca. So the Brumbies with a chance to get themselves back in the game. They hit the back, they find a middle runner. What a play that is. They're within millimetres now. A new lease on life for ACT if they can dot this one down. And dot it down they do. A second try for the ACT Brumbies. They cut the gap and they're back in this contest on home soil. A bit of enterprising play there. Looked like a bit of 2011 World Cup final stuff, Tony Woodcock, but instead of Tony Woodcock, it is Ezra Taiatini, Addison Edmonds, who makes that initial break. And Will Bollock bollocks his way over. There you have it, Will Bollock out of Marist. As all sevens are busy around the park, both sides of the ball. And it's a well-deserved try for the Marist College fetcher. Henderson looking to drag back the margin further still. Just hangs out to the right though. So we're left with a 17 ball game here. 29. The Western Force lead their hosts on 12. But that try has sparked the contest back to life. A deep restart now from the Force. As the Brumbies start to throw this pill around, a bit of enterprise from the hosts. And breaking that first tackle was William Hall, the try scorer. Connolly wants his forward runners lining up and finds his try scorer in Will Bollock. Now some shape thrown. Henderson in the role of playmaker and Jesse Thorpe rather in the role of battering ram, but just a little handling error there from Thorpe. And just like that, pressure back on the Brumbies. little error trying to run out of their 22. The dangers of running out of their 22 on full display. A chance again for the Western Force to break free. You can see what Jesse Thorpe's trying to do there. He's been so good at breaking the first tackle, wanted to get the arm free. But error compounds on error. The Force now find themselves back hot on the attack in the Brumbies 22. As ever, Enzo Kyle, the man at the back. And balances out. Obstruction call against the Force, who have been so dangerous off that rolling maul platform. Get out of jail free there for the Brumbies. Connection on that touch finder is certainly sweet through our effects, Mike. As you see the replay, and they've pinged that one against, I believe it's the skipper, Barik Kleindieters Assange, falling foul of the referee there. You can just see him get his right shoulder in front. There's Jack Maguire back on the paddock from his yellow card. Can't quite dish it back, so the Force, once again, with ball in hand and full of forward runners. That's Ruben Bauer with that first carry. Kleindieters Assange wrestles further forward still. Oosthuizen has a little dart himself, the new man in the halfback role. But Voda gets there to support, and Hecko goes into the role of halfback. Wants to play blindside. Kleindieters Assange stands, offloads in the tackle. They're within 5 metres now, but under plenty of pressure from the Brumbies. Have they got over that? They certainly have. A clutch turnover there from Levi Park. How important will that be in the context of this game? As Muchena Gumbo crawls forward a few more metres. It's a hasty exit under plenty of pressure from Millot. And all the play currently, the Brumbies defensive 22. Has to scramble that one away to Judd Brettingham. But the Force still knocking on that Brumbies door. We'll just take a little pause here as we see a couple of wounded Warriors tended to. There's been plenty of claret in this game already, and that's no exception. So we see the big man out of the Brumbies just get plugged up. They're locked down as well for the Force. But a bit of paper up the nose does the trick. Good to see him back up and on his feet. And a tough early head knock. The Tini Sawa out of the Force, so it's good to see players able to stay on the field at a crucial time in a crucial fixture in round 3 of Super Rugby men's under 16s. This time it's Sio. Bit of indecision there at the back of that ruck as the ball is taken down. Olivetti, the man, just getting patched up before as the Force look to explore out the back. It's been bobbled forward though, so a reprieve and a bit of advantage now for the Brumbies, who trail by 17 points on their home patch. The clock against them as they look for their first win of the 2025 season. And it's a huge exit as well. Will that be a 50-22? No, not quite. The Force want to play on. Play on they do, but they have numbers out wide. If Thorpe wants to throw it, he pins the ears back. He's full of running, is Jesse Thorpe. But the Force were up on him early. And it looks like they've made the pilfer, so it's tit for tat in the midfield as the Western Force wrestle their way further still. Oosthuizen puts it on the toe, end over end, and over the sideline. What a touch finder that is. And in a game where kicking is increasingly influential, the Western Force are lacing it beautifully. Beautiful end over end boxy there from Johan Oosthuizen out of Joondalup brothers. Plenty of Joondalup brothers in this Western Force side. And it looks like we've got a few more changes rolling through this 16s fixture as the Brumbies look for the back, but it's been spoiled. Still manages to come back the Brumbies' way, though, so as we've seen before, they will try and run it. It's the big man Talataina who tried to get them out of action there, but here's Hall, and Hall's got pace. He puts it on the toe, and he's hoping for a strong midfield chase. There's certainly that coming back. Why no? Left to clean up. It bobbles forwards, backwards. Where has that gone? It's somehow called backwards from the Force, who returns serve upfield. Cries of it going poorly. As Judd Bredingham cops a bit of late attention on that kick, and play finally settles for a line out. He was ginger into that one. Looks like a bit of a hammy concern there. Hammy or knee. Maybe a bit of cramp for the outside centre. Through return for line-out time. Kyle the target again. The Force want to use their wide runners, want to find their pace. Plenty of pace there from Robbie Noema, who finds Mark O'Neill. Brumbies all over that one, though. They want to play quickly. So the new man out there for the Brumbies, Caleb Matthews out of St Edmunds. A big touch finder, and it's just gone out. Oh. Squeaky bum time there for the Brumbies chasers. You can see Caleb Matthews wants to squeeze every inch out of that kick. A little bobble's gone his way. Maguire servicing this Brumbies backline, who throw a bit of shape, but the bobbling ball betrays them. How's he snuck through there? Henderson, like a thief in the night, splits the Force line. And they've been done for offside. So incredible turn of events sees the Brumbies back on the attack in the 22. Will Bullock looking for his second try, and it's a great carry that gets them within 5. The Force hunting for another pilfer. Another try here would make things very interesting for the ACT faithful, and they'll play with advantage now. That tackle's high. We see the double blow. And there might be a twist or two in this tail yet.
Number 8. Where's the right? You're here? Come here. Indirect contact with the head. It's a yellow card and a high tackle. No, it's indirect contact. Yellow card.
So yellow cards are plenty in this context, and it changes the makeup of this late period in the game. 17 points the margin. Kalani Ono's just been handed a craft single for his indiscretions. And the Brumbies play off the tap move. They've got numbers out right. If they can use them, straightening the line is Caleb Matthews. He had men outside, but he decides to tuck. Still in possession, though. Here's Bullock, surging his way forward. But they've go to the wide side now. Maguire looking to make amends for his earlier yellow. Plenty of runners lining up. Bullock again, you can't keep him out of the contest. But the Western Force wall holding so far. Not sure what happened there. Looked like almost a ghost runner. But Brumbies still in control, still in command. Maguire throws out the back. Now there's width. Hall's got plenty of toe. He doesn't chance it on this time, but the offload is sweet. It's big play. How are the feet? The answer is well covered. Impossibly, William Hall spinning out of a tackle there, but Caden Cross ends up being manhandled over the side, 2 metres out from home. That's a big defensive play. There's the hit from Kalani Ono. But how's that offload from William Hall as well? It's desperate stuff. And desperate defence there from Tyrese Wainohu. And it's bobbling at the back. How did that get out of there? Oh, the hustle. The hustle from the Brumbies. They are hungry now. They are very hungry now. Let's take a look at this on the replay. How did this go? Oh, goodness. He had it in his big mitts. Jeff Olivetti, who's being cleaned up for Claret a moment earlier. He could have had the flying offload, and now they've got a chance to attack once more to the Brumbies. Stutter step in midfield from Henderson. As the forwards now go to work. Olivetti at the ruck base, he's told to move. Look left, look right, plays now is Ben Callaway in the halfback role, who goes digging. He wants his big men to link up. You don't get much bigger than Olivetti. A few more metres from the man in the scrum cap. Building phases nicely now are the Brumbies. And coming around the corner once more, they're picking up pace. But pressure at ruck time again for the Western Force. A huge defensive play from Formby Turner this time. The Ellenbrook Viper strikes, and the Force out of trouble once more. Oh, what a play. Time ticking away from the Brumbies on home soil. The 17 points isn't insurmountable, but they needed a try there to really keep the pressure on. Look how quickly Formby Turner is over that ball, like a limpet. And he knows it. Bum pats all round after that one from the Viper. Remember, the Force still down to 14. Now with a chance to counterpunch, and splitting the line there is Flaherty. Loses his footing there, but he's up towards the 10-metre line. And the Force are hot on the attack. Here's Heke. Finds Noema. Finds Wainohu, who chips. Doesn't quite come off for him, though. It's well cleaned up at the back there from Tiatini. The Brumbies put boot to ball. It's gone straight through the breadbasket, though, of Robbie Noema. Pressure relieving moment. The drama continues late in round 3 of Super Rugby Men's Under-16s. You could already see Noema was setting up for an attacking play out the back. But instead, we'll pack down another scrum. The scrums have been going very well for the Brumbies so far. Certainly with that starting partnership of Olivetti, Park and Filipovic. Now a few new faces. You've got Machena Gumbo out there on the side closest to us. The big Canberra Royal will add his weight. But so too the return of Metakingi Potaimanu for the Western Force. It's going to be a great matchup, that one, on the side closest to us.
Set. One, elbow up, please. Good man. Ball backwards.
Bobbling backwards, but the Brumbies still have. They play out the back, and it's in a breadbasket now for Hall, who's full of pace, and he splits up the middle, puts it on the toe. The chase is on from the Brumbies, but well cleaned up at the back from the Western Force. It's Mark O'Neill who cleans up the crumbs and finds his wing partner. It's the contact again once more. Wrestling away, Kleindieters Assange. What a run from the skipper when his side needs him. Playing on the short side. Nell on the toe. Argue that he was held in the tackle, but it's a great chase there from Oosthuizen.
Guys, which way's the penalty going? Okay.
And they will be picked up for it, so contact off the ball on Mark O'Neill.
Number 15.
Once again, we're in for a chat.
Player trying to run. It's going to have to be a yellow card.
But he's done it accidentally, like it's not on purpose.
Look, that's the call that I've received, Cooper, okay? It's a trip. Yep. That's rugby.
Subs are coming on.
Awesome.
Well, you heard it over the rec, Mike. They say it's an accident, but that's rugby. A leg's been thrown out
Yes, correct. White
by
trip.
Henderson on Mark O'Neill.
Yes.
And
White
the Brumbies
15,
fullback
tripping a player.
cops yet another yellow card in this contest. They've been piling up.
We're all off. Let's go. 15, here's your mark.
Plenty of work for the fourth official. The Western Force now, with time, territory, and the points on their side, will look to plug this corner and call curtains on this round 3 clash. Here at Viking Park, it's a huge boost for their campaign if they can hold on here. To be 2 from 3 with bonus point wins, it keeps them in the fight. The overthrow from the line out, so the Force can't cash in this time, but the handling somehow goes the way of the Brumbies, and it's a surging run up the middle. What a charge that is. The offload's money too, so they're up over the halfway line. Wonderful counter punch there from ACT, and the follow-up pass leaves a bit to be desired.
You guys passed it out.
Oh, it was wonderful enterprise there. The man making the break, Patrick Hill. Adam Maris, what a charge that was. But it comes undone on the follow-up play, and the Western Force return to line-out time. CO the target. And the wind, you can see the kind of havoc that it's wrecking on this game. My goodness. You'll be forgiven for not throwing them too wide in these conditions. It's like it was snatched up by the 16th man. Take a look at this from Oosthuizen. It just holds up.
Same thing. They've still got a player
There's
off.
no way Heke can
Thanks,
get
guys.
to that one. Absolutely brutal for the Force fly half to try and hang on to.
Bind!
And you get the feeling we might be standing a foot or two closer
Set!
from that first phase play. Oosthuizen,
Okay, stop
his
now,
scrum
one.
under immense
Good
pressure,
work.
but it's stopped by our man in the middle, and the Force with a chance to counterpunch. They've got the wind on their
man.
side. It's hanging. It's a wobbly one to contend with, but it is cleaned up at the back there by the Brumbies.
Hold here. Step.
If they're going to keep themselves in this contest, they need to score quickly. Fighting his way up over the halfway
Move,
line
17. Sorry, 1.
are the Brumbies. Under increasing pressure, but Leslie has never given up. The Brumbies skipper in the locking roll. Hill again, rumbling forward, making meters. Hall into the role of playmaker, and plenty of running out of Caleb Matthews since he's come onto the park. It's Callaway. Looks to centre up the attack.
Play on. Fair steal.
Ripped out of that tackle though. It's great work from Liam Brain.
Hold here. No, it's
A
your
cheer
play.
from the
Holding it
Netties
here.
clubhouse as Brain
Counteract
steals
good,
that one
play on.
away.
11,
The
no,
Brumbies
blue, off.
now turning the screws. In fact, they've counter-rucked over this ball and they've got it back.
Everything was fine until 7. He came through the side to defend.
Well, a messy breakdown, goes both ways.
Yeah. Side entry, under pressure.
And after all that, the Force regained possession. A penalty to boot, and to the boot they shall go. It's Kaoa Heke. Drills it deep towards the 22. In fact, he's just got on the chalk there. A sharp touch finder as we take a look at this replay. And there was a big counterpunch there again from Kyle. He's been in everything as the big Force second rower. Heart and soul of this visitor's performance. As the offload's a bit of a wild and woolly one from Metakingi Putemanu. But Nell throws the big dun in. It's bobbled away. Things just getting a little messy as we tick towards full time. Composure indeed. You hear it over the rec, mate.
Here you go, gentlemen.
Both sides looking to apply a little
Work hard to hold your weight. Yes, I'm
in the
fine.
final few minutes.
No. Just want you to be better.
You can see what Metakingi Putemanu is trying to do. Just can't quite land his offload.
You can have your 8th player back. He's back on, sorry. Sorry for making you run. Crouch! Bind! Set!
It looks like Brumbies back to a full contingent as well, so the scrum, which has been a highlight for them, delivers again, but it's messy at the back.
No, ball came out.
Callaway under immense pressure. Looked like he just tripped on the way out of that scrum as Matthews shifts the right foot in front. The bounce may not hold up though. It was a good strong chase there. Would have liked to see Caden cross in a bit of space. The attack just hasn't quite clicked for the Brumbies in this one. They've still picked up their first 2 tries of the campaign, which has been excellent to see. Bullock and William Hall getting over the chalk. So this game's more about the Western Force and what they've been able to do away from home.
High tackle.
As they surge towards their 2nd win of the season, but they're still full of enterprising play. They're full of running. Mark O'Neill, wouldn't he love another try? Azul stays and finds Brain. Shape to carry, went the block play. Klein Dieters Assange, the skipper. So hard to bring down on the first tackle.
Stay on side.
And now they've got numbers out to the right. Heavy hands there though.
Gone there. 19 white, high.
Just Cruel's another opportunity out wide. But playing under advantage of the Western Force.
On the 10. 19 white, high tackle.
And they'll look to close this one out deep in Brumbies territory.
Just here.
So Hecker drills it, but a bit of advice from the sideline may have
Scrum on the 10.
paid a few dividends, not
Yeah,
out.
bring them on, Caitlin, quickly.
In fact, it goes dead.
17 blue, you've been off. It's yours. Sweet. Okay, 5 to go, gents. Tackle height, Brumbies. Black, discipline, please.
You heard there over the referee's mic. 5 minutes to go in this round 3 clash.
Bind!
If the Brumbies want to keep it alive, they need to score off this play, but it's the Force
Now.
with a strong 17-point buffer. The Brumbies have to go 60-odd metres. But with feet like that, they might get there, and here's the break we've been waiting for. Oh, it's beautiful hold from Cross. Can Caden Cross keep this contest alive? Oh, he can. He dots down. The game has a heartbeat. The Brumbies have a 3rd try.
You guys taking it quickly.
And we might just be in for a photo finish at Brumbies HQ. It's exactly what the game needed. Caden Cross
3 minutes to go.
scorching up the left touchline. It was wonderful feet from Charlie Revolvo that sparked it, and the dummy from Caden Cross had Hall outside him, but he leaves the Force defence for dead. And a conversion that sails over makes things very interesting.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
So, 12 points the margin.
3 to go, boys. 3 to go.
3 minutes to go. The Brumbies must score quickly from the restart to keep the game alive, and you know the Force won't be hurrying back from that try line.
Force, let's go, please. Let's go.
The visitors get the hurry along from Toby Brandon Cooper in the middle. They're going to want to manage this clock. And if they try and milk it too long, they will fall foul. So, about 160 seconds to play with now for the Brumbies. They need to get upfield, and they need to do it quickly. That's one way to get upfield.
No, 8.
Just a little bit of handbags there.
Please. Time off. Boys, just back here, please. I just need a second, okay? Yeah.
Time called off.
Number 8, wasn't it?
Let's
Black?
listen in.
Yep.
So 8
black
blacks.
and 8 whites, both open palm to the face.
Both open palm to the face?
Yeah.
Okay, and black 8 started it, so
Yeah.
we got black. I mean, black 8 is going to get yellow carded for an unnecessary shove to the face. Was that first?
Yep.
I'm going to advance the penalty by 10 metres as well, so that way it's where it happened.
Yep.
Black 8. Bench, can you quickly confirm it's black 8, the high tackle player? Black 8, and Brooke, mate. Come to me, please. You made a clear shove to the face after you made a high tackle. It's a yellow card to you. And it's your second yellow card, so it's a red card. 2 yellows.
Another twist.
That's like 8's red.
The twists continue.
No.
Kalani Ono
It's his second yellow.
sees his second yellow card, and that will be red. The time doesn't really matter at this point, but the extra man advantage certainly does. Around 2.5 minutes to play with. The Brumbies need to score quickly. They've got the advantage here for a knock-on, but they don't want to pack too many scrums. It will soak up precious time.
Knock on in the line out by you guys. White scrum.
We might be looking more at bonus point territory. I'm not sure the Brumbies can score 2 in as many minutes from here.
Guys, I've taken their 8 elf, so you've 1 less. Oh, yep, that's fine.
So there's the initial contact that sparked the incident.
Crouch!
And
Bind!
perhaps Kalani Ono had a point. There was a bit of initial contact after the high shot from Hill. But before still in control after a big scrum. And a bobbling ball at the back of the scrum. The penalty's mounting up now.
Guys, Mark's going to be here. Black loose said, stepping out and across.
Time against them, so it looks like they'll go the tap, and tap they certainly do. Henderson back on the field now. There's Matthews, finds Hall to Ravovo, who steps back inside and beats you in a phone box, controlling Ravovo. Eventually he's dragged down. And big contact there from Kyle.
Roll quickly.
He's got his head in an awkward position, but they managed to get the ball back now. So, what can the Brumbies produce here in the dying minutes? But it's been stripped away. That's a huge play. That's a match-sealing play for the Western Force.
That's your own play.
And now they've got ball in prime attacking position. Vodovodo takes 2 to bring the big man down. He gets up and he goes again, illegally so, says the referee. But I think time has well and truly beaten the Brumbies in this instance. They will now be looking for a bonus point try. Can potentially finish up with 2 bonus points if they get to within 7 and they get the 4. Something to salvage out of the game. Certainly important in the context of this lightning fast under-16 series. Streamed live and on demand across Rugby.com.au, the YouTube channel, and of course on the Stan Sport platform. You can find all these under-16s, under-19s games that wrapped up last week. And if you've got a hunger for rugby, there's still the 15s to replay as Matthews scoots through. Just can't quite hit his target, and that one bubbles forward.
Knocked on by
what might have been.
Gentlemen, that's full time.
And there's the full-time whistle. The Western Force get the whole enchilada at Brumbies HQ. 29 points. Plays 19. 5 tries to 3. And it's a huge win for the Westerners in the nation's capital. 5 competition points they'll take back across the Nullarbor. And what a result for them. They go 2-1 for the season. The Brumbies still opened their account with a couple of tries, but a massive result for Western Force fans here on Full Time. So let's take a look back at an action-packed second half. It got off to a flyer for the Western Force, who dotted down Harry Jenkins, the man out of Scots College. They scored quickly. It was an important one, but the Brumbies found a new lease on life with this try. A wonderfully worked try to Will Bullock, who fought his way over after a lovely line-out break from Ezra Taitini. And this is where things got really interesting. Brumbies pushing forward, looking to make a change. And then the trip on Marco Nell undid so much good work. It's a yellow card. It sparked opportunity, but no tries until this one. The old show and go. Sold some candy on that occasion, did Caden Cross. And he ran away for an important try that kept them in the contest. Bit of a late handbags moment here. Just a bit of how you going from the 2 number 8s. It led to a card against Kalani Ono, which was upgraded to red after his earlier yellow, but that's all she wrote. from a seesawing game here at Brumbies HQ. As you see the teams tunnel each other off, always a great tradition. And your full-time scorecard, the Western Force 29 tries to McKenzie, Kyle, Seo, Wainohu and Jenkins, twice converted by Heke, beats 19 points. The Brumbies scored Cross, Hall and Bullock getting over the chalk. Henderson 2 from 3 off the tee. And thank you very much for your time and your company here on Rugby.com.au's live stream across our YouTube channel, also on the Stand platform. And after round 3, there is, of course, round 4. Victoria will host this beaten Brumbies team at Latrobe Sports Park. A massive game that both sides will be targeting. And, of course, the Force and the Reds. The Reds coming off a big loss there to the Waratahs earlier. And the Force now 2-1 in their season. That's going to be a cracker. So don't go anywhere next weekend. Plenty of rugby to come across Rugby.com.au and the Stands platform. I've been Lockie Gray. You've been wonderful company. And that's full time here. 29, the Western Force defeat the Brumbies 19.